Hi, this is Chris Lavin from Xtreme Polishing Systems, and today we have an emergency repair here for Sean from Force Flooring. Sean had a problem last night when he was using our grinder to do some prep work, and you hit a drain? Correct. And then what happens is these plates start to bump together, okay? And it's basically, one of the keyways came loose and broke off. So what we have to do is we have to replace the keyway. And Santiago right here, Santiago Alvarez, has been here for a 10-year veteran of the company. And he's going to show us how to do that today. Santiago? Dr. Santiago.
Right. Today. Make sure the machine is pretty clean, you know. All the concrete dust and everything is going to make it a little bit harder for you to pull it out.
Right, so blow off all your dust, clean off the bottom.
Wash it. Just a little help.
What he's doing is he's removing the two plates, okay? And these are the little keyways that are on the inside of the Genie. So if your plates start to clank together, you've probably sheared off one of these keyways. So what we're doing is we're going to check both of them and replace both of them if they need to be replaced. How do you like your Genie so far, by the way?
It's working great.
You guys,
Job done.
you guys like it?
Yeah.
You guys mainly use it for prep, or do you do polish too?
Both.
Both?
Yep. Sandy's got all the techniques. Yep.
You saw what? So this was 3/4 of an inch. The other one is, what size is this?
So it's a
15/16.
a 3/4 inch socket and a 15/16 socket is what you need. Having a cordless tool is a necessity.
Definitely.
So when it sees like these two are like parallel, do you see that one there? How off it is? I don't know if you can see it with the camera.
Yeah.
That's why the plates are hitting.
So one of those two pins has sheared off.
Yeah,
Is it always necessary to put in the offset pins, Sandy?
Yeah, okay,
Most of the time
so basically both of these, this one's lined up a little bit more to the right than this one over here. These both really need to be lined up actually in the same in the same area when this moves, because as you can see it moves. Okay? So he's going to find out which one is sheared off, and then we're going to correct that, and then they'll be able to line up again. That's the 15/16 that you just used.
Yeah, 15/16. Now with the pull there.
This is called a gear puller.
Yeah.
And you can buy these at home.
Yeah.
You can buy it at Home Depot.
$12 probably.
Probably about a $12–15 item.
Depending on whatever you buy, but the one I'm using right now is 11/16.
This is the keyway right here.
Keyway right now. So it was towards that way, right?
This one was a little bit more out of whack. This one looks good over here. Oh, actually, you messed it up down here. So that's the existing one, and you can tell how it's sheared off right here. A little part of it broke off.
Yeah, it all depends. Just need a little bit for it to even travel. So, let's see.
Those come two different ways, either for right or for left.
So what you do is, they're off center, right? Depending if you need to lift it up or bring it down, you're gonna put it either that way or the opposite way, depending on what you need. You have to flip it around.
So it slides in real easy. Show them how it slides in. That was very easy how it slides in.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a little bit harder.
Huh?
It's gonna be a little bit harder than that for sure. You'll see.
All right.
Top part is to put on this back on. Still gonna be a little bit off center. I have to play with both of them. Rubber hammer.
Let me go get it for your hand.
Still gonna be off center right now, so I need to play with this one here. I have to replace the other one. You know, like I just take a pick, but I don't know which one
Yeah, right.
is the one you have to replace till it.
So you're saying that one?
Yeah, this one here I have to fix now.
Is this one not good enough?
The thing is, like it just take a little bit. You see how it went in on the
Right,
side?
yeah.
It takes a little bit.
Sometimes they shear off completely. Sometimes they just.
Just take a little bit in order for it to.
There you go.
A little bit. Yeah, more grease.
A little bit. So that was not the problem, it was the other one. So sometimes you have to play like that, like trying to find out which is the one that is.
But that one was sheared though at the bottom though.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit, but sometimes it's both of them that get sheared, you know.
Okay.
It all depends. Sometimes.
So how do you know that this wasn't it?
Because still having the problem,
Right. Okay. They're not lining up.
still not lining up.
I got you.
So I
Okay.
have to move that one.
The main thing is if all your items line up properly, so they're interlocked in place.
You know, sometimes maybe even easier if you take off both of the nuts, so you can see better which one you have to replace.
Right. The nice part about the Genie is that the new Genies that are going out for 2014 have a 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty.
That's the one that sheared, Santiago?
I think so, yes. The other, it wasn't the other one, because when I replaced it, it didn't fix too much of the problem. So I'm making that one back.
Huh?
It's hard to see it, but you'll see that it's gonna get fixed.
So this is when your plates are clanking together, okay? And the nice part about a machine is it's very easy to fix.
Oh, yeah. Simple fixes. A little bit.
Is the groove on this one faced up just like this is, or is
I think they're opposite.
the opposite? Maybe this one's up, this one's down. Yeah, it's just when you see it. Right? Now you can see all the tools you need. You build yourself like a kit. Right. Have it right outside. And that's just for that purpose. That doesn't matter. You can have it all.
It's almost done. What am I doing? You can see it now. It's parallel now.
Perfect.
So that's what you want to achieve there. You want to do it the same way.
Okay, and you use that line. You use the casting line to align it with.
Make sure they're both parallel to
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the idea of it.
You caught that, right, Sean? Exactly what you use as a guide?
Yeah, I saw it when he first took it off.
Board it out! There's always new guys going there.
And there's combinations. You can turn the keyways one way or another and you get them lined up. And you're getting also offset. So you can play around with everything together. This, this, you saw it doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't.
That'd be a great opportunity.
So, you see the Y shape here? Just make sure you have one point into one direction. The other one is going to go exactly the same way. Of course, if you put it the wrong way, we'll be clacking. We'll be hitting one to the other. It's pretty much like that. You see, it's important. You have to have this lined up on one line only.
So make sure you have
Should be
this
your axle.
outer arm line up with that outer arm.
That should be your axle, pretty much. So there it is.
Look at that.
Back to work.
The XPS pit crew has struck again. Santi, you did a great job.
Thank you.
So that's a repair. It took about what, 20 minutes to 30 minutes tops.
Yeah, when you have the right tools. You
Yeah.
know, it wasn't.
So let's go over the tools again. What you should definitely have. Make sure you have a can of WD-40 with you at all times. Okay.
Wheel puller.
You're gonna get a gear puller. You're gonna buy this at Home Depot for probably $12 to $15. You're gonna have a Makita. Call them the Skeeters. These are variable speed, and this is a reversible 3/8 drill. You can have a 3/8 or a ½ inch.
You're going to do it manually. You need to use bar
Yeah.
to lock it.
Yeah. So
But you're going to go through the, what do you call this? Like that. Make
yeah,
sure
through the bar holder. This is where you
can-
if you have to remove that gear manually, this is what you're gonna be using. What do they call this? This is
Like
a.
any bar. You don't really have, it doesn't really have to be that one.
It can be a straight bar. It doesn't have to have the angle
Just
on
go
it.
in through the Morse flex pretty much. To lock it.
And then you're gonna pull down on that. But you really want to get these tools.
Yeah, it's easier.
The sockets again that we used are 3/4 inch
3/4.
and 11/16.
No,
And
15/16.
Oh, 15/16. 15/16 and 3/4 inch. And get yourself a rubber mallet and have a little bit harder mallet. You should have these anyways on you when you're testing the concrete if you're making sure that you have a solid foundation that you're going to be polishing, because otherwise you might be where somebody's already put a thin overlayment down and you may think you're going in to do polished concrete. You know what I'm saying? So check for hollow points on the floor. That's it. Thanks for joining us again. We're going to have more of these videos coming to you, Santiago, as we get more repairs that do happen. They're very rare, I can say that. There's 650 of these units out on the marketplace, and if we've repaired this particular instance on the, for these, what's the name of it? Keyway? Yeah, the keyway, sorry about that. For doing repairs on the keyways, we've probably done maybe a dozen repairs on keyways throughout the whole United States and walk people through it. So it's not a thing that happens a lot, but it does happen. If you're removing coatings, you know what I'm saying, we always walk around the metal detector first, okay, to make sure there's no steel studs sticking out of the floor, because you can't see that. And if you're removing an epoxy coating and you got your PCDs on there, and you hit a stud that's sticking out of the floor or a piece of rebar, it's going to mess up your bottom of your machine. So always make sure, get a metal detector. If you're doing removings of coatings on a regular basis, check for metal. That's a big thing. But other than that, the only other thing that can happen is you may have to change a belt. I think we've had to change a couple belts. Belts we have available here. You can also go get those at any auto parts store. It's a very common size belt. And as long as you plug it in right to single phase 220, you should never have a problem with your computer. But if you do not plug it into the right power source, you're going to have some issues with your computer, and you may have to do some resets, or you may have to get a new computer. But that's it. Listen, have yourself a great day, and we look forward to seeing you guys out at the World of Concrete next week.